Part 1 Introduction to Thailand. Thailand, a land of golden temple, tropical island, Asian kingdom, and vibrant city. A country where the century-old tradition continues to drive a rapidly modernizing world. Located at the heart of Southeast Asia, Thailand is one of the region's most influential and recognizable nations, a place where story, spirituality, culture, and nature intertwine in an extraordinary way. Too many visitors. Thailand is known for its stunning beach, flavorful cuisine, and warm hospitality. Yet beneath its global image lies a much deeper story. This is a nation shaped by powerful kingdom, resilient community, and cultural identity that did endure through the century of change. Unlike many countries in the region, Thailand was never formally colonized by a European power, formerly known as a Siam. It successfully navigated the pressure of the imperial expansion while preserving a sovereignty. This unique historical path allowed the country to maintain a strong sense of continuity, blending external influences with deeply rooted in tradition. Geographically, Thailand is remarkably diverse. In the north, mountains rise above mist-covered forests and fertile valley. Ancient cities preserve the legacy of old kingdom, while hill tribes continue tradition passes down through generations. Further south, the landscape transformed dramatically. Limestone cliffs emerge from the turquoise seas, tropical islands do not reduce the horizon, and long stretches of coastline open toward the both Gulf of Thailand and Andaman Sea. Here, nature creates one of the most spectacular scenery in Southeast Asia, but Thailand is not defined only by its landscape. Religion play an equally important role in shaping a nation's identity. Buddhism influences architecture, education, custom, and daily life across the country. Monks walk quietly through the street and collecting alms. Temple bells echo through the village, and sacred rituals continue much as they have for centuries. Bangkok has become one of Asia's largest metropolitan centers. Skyscrapers rise above historic neighborhoods. Luxury shopping districts stand only minutes away from the traditional market. High-speed transportation system connects districts that still preserve praise and ocean. Yet, despite economic growth and globalization, Thailand remains deeply connected to its cultural roots. Festivals continue to bring communities together. Traditional dances are still performed. Ancient temples remain active centers of worship. Families continue to gather around meat and prepare using recipes that have been passed down through the generations. What makes Thailand unique is not simply its coexistence of old and new, it is the harmony between them. The journey will take us through bustling city and peaceful temple, through the Asian capital and tropical island, through the maintained landscape, coastal village and vibrant market, and a scary sight from Bangkok to Chiang Mai, from Ayutthaya to Phuket. From the Andaman Sea to the Mekong River, Thailand reveals itself as a nation of extraordinary contrast, where every region tells a different story, yet all remain connected by the shared cultural identity. A country shaped by history, enriched by spirituality, defined by hospitality, and constantly evolving while never forgetting its past. Welcome to Thailand, a land where tradition and modernity move forward together. Part 2 Bangkok. The capital of Thailand and one of the most dynamic cities in the world, a city where golden temple spires rise above the modern skyscraper, where a century-old tradition continues alongside cutting-edge technology, where quiet moments and spirituality exist within one of Asia's busiest urban environments. Built along a Kao Phraya River, Bangkok has served as Thailand's political, economic, and cultural center for more than 2 centuries. We began as a small trading settlement gradually evolved into a global metropolis of over 10 million people. Yet, despite its size and modern influences, history remains visible through the city. The heart of Bangkok stands a grand place for generations. This magnificent complex serves as a sub-official residence of the Thai kings. Its ornate architecture reflects the authentic and cultural achievement of a nation. Golden rooftop and elaborate carving, and intricate decorative detail create a visual spectacle unlike anywhere else in the country. Within a place where around lies Wat Kagwil, a temple of the Emerald Buddha, considered Thailand's most sacred Buddhist temple, its house reveals a statue that has become a symbol of nation identity in spiritual devotion. Pilgrims and visitors alike arrive each year to the widest and significant temple. Across the Pattaya River stands another iconic landmark, Wat Arun, the Temple of Dawn. Its towering central spire rises dramatically above the surrounding landscape, decorated at the Polaskan and mosque and the introduction pattern. The temple appears to change character through the day. At the sunset, it glows softly in the morning light. At the sunset, it will become one of the most only striking silhouettes. But Bangkok is far more than a temple. Modern districts such as Siam, and Sukhumvit showcase another side of the city. Towering offices building, luxury hotel, shopping center, and entertainment venues define the skyline. This area reflects Thailand's growing role in the global commerce in the innovation. Life here more quickly. Commuters feel elevated train system. Traffic flows through the vast network of roads. Digital billboards illuminate entire district. The city feels constantly in motion. Yet within the modern environment, traditional life continues to thrive. Street marketing remains an essential part of the Bangkok identity. Vendors prepare meals using recipes defined over generations. The aromas of the grilled seafoods, stir-fried noodles, fresh herbs, and spices fill the air. Small plastic stools line sidewalks as locals gather for meals that are simple, affordable, and deeply rooted in Thai culinary culture. Food is not merely something people eat in Bangkok. It is a social experience, a cultural experience, and reflection of a community. The Kaya Praya River remains essential to this history. For centuries, it served as a Bangkok primary transportation route. Even today, freighters, water taxis, and a long-tail boat negative its water. Along its banks stand historic temple, luxury development, traditional neighborhood, and bustling combination district. The river acts as both a physical and symbolic connection between the city past and present. A day-like phase, Bangkok transforms again. Night market come alive, street performance enter the crowd, restaurant fill the conversation and music, rooftop bar offer panoramic views stretching across the endless light. From above, the city appears almost infinity, yet hidden among the skyscrapers remain peaceful temple, quiet park, and small community that preserve a slowly rhythm of life. It is a city of contrast, a place where spirituality and commerce, traditional in innovation, history, and ambition all exist side by side. Bangkok is not simply Thailand's capital. It is the embodiment of the nation's transformation, a city that never stops evolving while remaining deeply connected to its cultural foundation. Part 3. Ayutthaya, one greatest city in Asia. Today, a vast landscape of ancient ruins, scarce temples, and historical in memory. Located north of Bangkok, Ayutthaya served as the capital of kingdom in Siam for more than 4 centuries. During its golden age, it was one of the world's most prosperous and influential cities, attracting merchants, development, and travelers from across Europe, China, India, Japan, and Middle East. In strategic location along the Mekong River, systems transformed it into the center of the international trade. Goods from distant lands arrived daily. Its height, Ayutthaya was a symbol of power, wealth, and sophistication. Magnificent temples dominate the skyline. Royal palace displayed extraordinary architectural achievement. Canals and waterway connect this district filled with markets and community. Visitors from around the world describe the city as one of the most impressive urban centers they had ever seen. Today, much of the grandeur surfaces only in ruins, yet these ruins possess a beauty and atmosphere of their own. The Ayutthaya Historic Park, recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, preserves some one of the most important remains of the former capital. Towering pranks rise above the grassy field. Ancient stupas stand weathered by time. Temple walls reveal traces of the aesthetic mastery and have endured for centuries. Walking among these structures feels like visiting a museum and more like stepping into another era. One of the city's most famous landmarks on Wat Mahathat. Here, a builder hit headrest is within a root of the tree. Over time, a nature gradually embraces the stone sculpture, creating one of Thailand's most iconic images. The scenes carry a powerful symbolize human civilization rise and fall. Nature continues. History remains. Another remarkable site of Wat Chai situated beside the river. Its symmetrical layout, a towering central front reflects influence from Khmer architecture. A sunset warm-light illuminated the ancient structure, creating an atmosphere of a quiet render. The story of Ayutthaya is also a story of resilience. In 1767, the city suffered devastating reconstruction during conflict with Burma. Many buildings were damaged or abandoned. The capital was eventually relocated, marking the end of an extraordinary chapter in Thailand history. Yet, Ayutthaya was never forgotten. Its legacy continued to shape the nation. Its cultural achievement influences architecture, religion, government, art, also Thailand. Today, preservation efforts ensure that future generations can understand the significance of this remarkable city. Visitors arrive not only to admire historical monuments but also connect with the story that they represent. The story of achievement, of culture exchange, of destruction and renewal, and all of the civilization who influenced continue to be felt centuries later. Ayutthaya is more than a collection of ruins. It is living a reminder of Thailand's historical foundation, a place where the past remains visible in stone, reflected in water, and carried forward through the memory. A city that once stood among the greatest in the world, and whose legacy still shapes the nation today. Part 4. Chiang Mai. A city surrounded by mountains, ancient temples, and centuries of cultural heritage. Located in northern Thailand, Chiang Mai offers a completely different atmosphere from Bangkok. While the capital fast-paced, concrete, and constantly evolving, Chiang Mai feels calmer, more reflective, and deeply connected to historical roots. Founded in 1296 as the capital of the Lanna Kingdom, Chiang Mai quickly became one of the most important cultural and religious centers in Nigeria. For centuries, it served as a crossroads of trade, spirituality, and artistic development, shaping a unique identity that remains visible throughout the city today. Unlike many modern urban cities, Chiang Mai still preserves a trace of the ancient origins. Silence of the old city wall remains standing. Historical gates continue to mark former entrance, a protective moat surrounded of the city, creating a physical reminder of time when the kingdom competed for power and survival. Walking through Chiang Mai historical center feel like moving between an era. Trading wooden house stand beside modern cafe. Ancient temple appear unexpectedly between shop and the market. Every street reveal a balance between the preservation and progress. Among the city's most important landmark in the Wat Sarawak sign. This temple, known as the elegant Lanna architecture, has served a major center of the Buddhist learning and worship for generations. Golden decoration shimmered beneath the tropical sunlight, while the intricate carving demonstrates the artistic skill of the Northern Islands craftsmen. Another iconic site is the Wat Chedi Luang, one of the greatest, tallest structures in the Asian kingdom. A partly ruined chariot remains a powerful symbol of Chiang Mai history, despite a century of weather. earthquake and political change, the structure continued to dominate surrounding landscape, connecting visitors directly to the city parts. Yet, no landmarks define Chiang Mai more than Wat Phra That Doi Suthep, perches high a mountain overlooking the city. The temple is one of Thailand's most sacred religious sites. The journey upward winds through the dense forest, gradually revealing wider views of the valley below. Upon reaching the temple, visitors are greeted by golden stupas, prayer bell, and a panoramic vista stretching toward the distant mountain. According to the local tradition, the temple location was chosen by the sacred white elephant. After carrying a holy relic up the mountain, the animal stopped, trumpeted 3 times, and died. The site was then directly spiritually significant. A temple was built on its honor. Today, Doi Suthep remains both pilgrimage destination and a symbol of Chiang Mai itself. From the mountain summit, the city appears small beneath a vast landscape of forest and valley, effacing the close relationship between nature and culture that define northern Thailand. But Chiang Mai is not only a city of temple, it is also one of Thailand's most important centers for art and craft. For generations, local artisans have specialized in wood carving, silverwork, textile, ceramic, and traditional painting. Market and workshops throughout the city continue this practice, preserving skills that have passed down through countless generations. The famous night bazaar and Sunday walking street provide the visitor that opportunity to experience this creative culture firsthand. As the evening falls, streets transform into a vibrant marketplace filled with food vendors, musicians, artists, and craftspeople. Lanterns illuminate stalls selling handmade goods, while aromas of the northern Thai cuisine fill the air. These markets are more than a tourist attraction. They are a living expression of the community life. Surrounding mountains create a landscape of remarkable beauty. Dense forest covers slopes and rise toward of the border in Myanmar and Laos. Waterfall cases through the nation park. River Cape Plateau through the Velta Valley. Many ethnic minorities and communities continue to live through the surrounding highlands, maintaining unique language, custom, and tradition. Their presence contributes to the cultural diversity that makes northern Thailand distinct from other parts of the country. Perhaps the most magical time to visit Chiang Mai comes during the Jepang Lantern Festival. For a brief prayer each year, thousands of the glowing lanterns rise into the night sky. One by one, they drift upward, carrying by warm air and gentle wind. Soon the darkness is filled with countless floating lights. Timeless, spiritual. Despite increasing modernization and international expansion, Chiang Mai has maintained its preserved identity. It continues to embrace the progress while honoring tradition. Chiang Mai is more than a destination. It is the culture of heart in northern Thailand, a place where the mountain guard ancient temple, where the history lives within everyday life, and where the rhythm of the tradition continues to shape the future. A city that moves forward but never loses sight of where it came from. Part 5. Chiang Rai, a land of mystery, mountains, sacred river, artistic innovation, and cultural frontier. Located in Thailand's northernmost region, Chiang Rai often lives in the shadow of its larger neighbor, Chiang Mai. Yet, those who venture further north discover the destination unlike any other in the country. It is the place where ancient tradition meets contemporary immigration, where mountain landscapes stretch toward the international border, where history, spirituality, and creativity merge to form to unique the cultural identity. Long before the Bangkok emerged as Thailand's political center, this northern city played an important role in the regional trade, governance, and cultural development. For centuries, merchant travelers through the region carried good ideas and traditions between China, Burma, Laos, and Siam. Today, traces of those historical connections remain visible throughout the province, yet the modern Chiang Rai is perhaps best known for something entirely unexpected: art. Few places in Southeast Asia embraces artistic expression as broadly as Chiang Rai. At the center of this revelation stands one of Thailand's most extraordinary landmarks, Wat Rong Khun. better known as the White Temple. Unlike traditional Thai temple covered in gold, Wat Krong Kum appears almost all whitely. Its brilliant white exterior reflects sunlight with a dazzling intensity. Thousands of the myriad fragments sparkle across the surface, created by a renewable tiles, artist charm and consistent pot. The temple represents a fusion of the traditional Buddhist philosophical and contemporary art vision. Every sculpture tells a story. Visitors cross a symbolic bridge representing yet the White Temple is only the one chapter of Chiang Mai creativity story. A short distance away stands the Blue Temple. Together, these temples demonstrate how Thai spiritual traditions continue to evolve while remaining connected to their cultural foundation. Beyond its artistic landmark, Chiang Mai reveals another side of the northern Thailand, one defined by geography. The province lies near one of the Southeast Asian most famous regions, the Golden Triangle. This is the area where Thailand, Laos, and Myanmar meet. For generations, rivers serve as a natural highway linking the diverse community across the nation boundary. The mighty Mekong River flows through the landscape, shaping the trade routes, agriculture, and cultural exchange. Standing viewpoint overlook at the river, the visitor can see the multiple countries as one. The border appear clear on map, yet the landscape themselves remain incorrected mountain rise across the horizon. Rival ignore the political diversity. Culture influences one another through the century of the interaction. Today, the Golden Triangle has become an important destination for those seeking to understand the region complexly. Small villages preserve a traditional lifestyle have changed little over generation. Morning mist drift across the mountain slope. Farmers began work beneath the rising sun. Life followed rhythms shaped by nature rather than an urban schedule. These quieter landscapes reveal a side of Thailand overlooked by visitors focuses solely on the beach and the big city. Here, the pace is slower, the crowds are smaller, and the connection between people and the environment feels stronger. Chiang Mai invited exploration not through the spectacle alone, but through the atmosphere, through discovery, through the reflection. It is a place where creativity flourishes, history remains visible, and nature provides a constant backdrop everyday in life. A destiny that demonstrates the remarkable diversity of the northern Thailand. In Chiang Mai, the journey feels less like tourism and more uncovering a hidden chapter of the country's story. Part 6. Phuket, Thailand's largest island, the destination whose name has become synonymous with tropical paradise. For millions travelers around the world, Phuket represents the ultimate image of Thailand. Crystal clear water, white sand beaches, palm trees swaying beneath the endless blue sky, long-tail boats drifting across the turquoise bays. Behind these Phuket perfect scenes lie a much richer story. It is a land shaped by centuries of trade, migration, cultural exchange, and adaptation. Located in Andaman Sea along Thailand's southwest coast, Phuket had long occupied a strategic position of the maritime route connecting India, China, the Middle East, and Southeast Asia. For centuries, merchants sailed these water carrying spice, silk, precious metal, and countless other goods. The island became an important stop along regional trade network, attracting settlers from a diverse background. Together, these cultures contributed to the unique identity that continues to define Phuket today. While visitors often focus on the beach and resorts, the island's history remains visible in one of the most fascinating areas, Phuket Old Town. Walking through these streets feels like stepping into another era. Colorful Sino-Portuguese building line narrow the road. Historic shophouse reveal architecture influences imported from distant regions. Decorated facades, wooden shutters, intricate detail reflect the prosperity generated during the Phuket teen meeting boom in the 19th century. At the time, tin was one of the island's most valuable resources. Mining transformed Phuket into the important economic center. Fortunes were made, community expanded, new cultural influences arrived. The architecture preserved today serves as a reminder of the transforming period. In coastline, the island is surrounded by some of the most spectacular marine landscapes in Southeast Asia. Dozens of the beaches offer dramatically different from experience. Patong Beach is perhaps the most famous, long stretches of golden sand bordered by hotels, restaurants, and entertainment venues. During the day, visitors swim, sunbathe, and participate in the water sport. At nightfall, the area transforms into one of Thailand's most energetic in nightlife districts. Music filled the streets, lights illuminated the coastline, crowds gathered from every corner in the world. For some travelers, this energy represents the essence of Phuket, but beyond the Patong lies quieter sides of the islands. Kara Beach and Karam Beach offer the more relaxed atmosphere. Families stroll along the shoreline during the sunset. Further, the North Highland covers the less developed beaches provide opportunity for solitude and reflection. These locations reveal the natural beauty that first attracted visitors long before the tourism became a major industry. The sea itself remains central to life in Phuket. For generations, fishing communities depend on this water for survival. Even today, traditional long-tail boats can be seen navigating coastal area, continued practice that have endured for decades. Their colorful boats, decorated with the ribbons of offering, reflect local belief connecting daily life of spirituality and good fortune. Beyond the coastline, Phuket also served as a gateway to extraordinary marine adventure. From island hopping excursion to diving expedition, countless opportunities exist to explore the surrounding Andaman Sea. Coral reefs support a vibrant ecosystem filled with tropical fish, sea turtle, and countless marine species. A world of color, movement, and biodiversity. For many visitors, this water landscape become one of the most memorable experiences of their journey. Among these famous excursions are trips to nearby limestone island. Massive rock formations rise dramatically from the sea. Steep cliffs emerge directly from the turquoise water. Hidden lagoons remain accessible only through the narrow opening carved by nature over thousands of years. This geological wonder contributes to the Georgian reputation as one of the world's most visually stunning coastal environments. It is also a story of resilience. In December 2004, the Indian Ocean tsunami struck upon the Andaman coastline. Phuket was among the affected area. Community faces immense challenge. Life were changes forever. But in this year that followed, the island demonstrated extraordinary determination. Tourism coverage. Communities supported one of another through difficult time. Today, reminder event may remain part of Phuket collective memory, serving as a testament to human resilience in the face of the nature disaster. Modern Phuket continue to evolve. Luxury resort overlooks gathered to bay. International airport connect to the island and destinations across the globe. New development expand tourism infrastructure each year. Yet, despite the rapid growth, efforts to preserve cultural heritage and environmental sustainability have become increasingly important. Conservation programs work to protect the coral reef. Marine parks help safeguard wildlife ecosystem. Sunset across beaches, viewpoint and coastal cliffs, people gather to watch the horizon. The sky shifts from blue to gold. Gold becomes orange. Orange fades into crimson and violet. For a brief moment, sea and sky appear almost indistinguishable. Everything slow. Conversation quiet, camera rise, and nature perform a show that never repeats itself in exactly the same way twice. It is this moment that Phuket became the easiest to understand. Not simply because luxury resorts, not because it's entertainment, not even because of beautiful beaches, but because the islands offer something deeper. To history, to culture, to landscape capable, inspiring wave. Phuket is more than Thailand's famous island, a meeting place between land and ocean, a destiny where natural beauty and human history continue to shape it and another. And a countless traveler, it remains a gateway to discovering the extraordinary world of southern Thailand. Part 7. Krabi. A land where towering limestone cliffs arise dramatically from turquoise seas. Yet beauty alone does not explain its appeal. What Krabi truly remarkable is the way nature has shaped it by every aspect from the landscape. Here, mountains emerge directly from the ocean. Ancient cliffs stand above the pristine beaches. Dense jungle meet the crystal clear water. Their resource is an environment that feels almost funereal. A destination so visually striking that it has become a favorite location in filmmakers, photographers, and travelers from around the world. Millions of years ago, geological forces began creating the dramatically limestone formation that now define the region. Rain, wind, and shifting sea gradually sculpted the cliff into the shape visible today. Some rise hundreds of meters above the coastline. One stand is lost within the sea like giant stone monument. Together, they form one of Thailand's most iconic natural landscapes. Among Krabi's most famous destinations is Railay Beach, despite the being located on peninsula connected to the mainland. Railay and accessible primarily by boat. Towering cliffs block road access, creating a sense of isolation rarely found so close to modern civilization. As the boat approaches to the shoreline, visitors can be greeted by white sand, emerald water, and immense limestone walls rising from the beach. Riley has appeared in countless traveler documentary magazines and promotional campaigns, become one of the Thailand's most recognizable coastal destinations. For rock climbers, this cliff represents the world-class challenge. Routes of varying difficulty attract stations from across the globe. Colorful gaming groups hang against the ancient rock face while adventurers ascend toward panoramic viewpoint overlook the adamant sea. Yet even those who never climbed and experienced the grandeur of landscape, simply standing beneath the cliff provide a sense of scale that photographs rarely capture. Nearby lies the Wanderlust beach, often ranked among the most beautiful beaches in the world. It combines dramatically scenes from a remarkable tranquility. Soft and stretches along Satellite Bay. Clear water reveals a coral formation beneath the surface. Towering cliff frame horizon. The atmosphere feels peaceful, almost timeless. According to the local legend, a spirit princess inhabits the cave near the beach. Fishermen and boat operators have long left the offering here, seeking the protection and a good fortune before venturing into the sea. Traditions continue today, reflecting the close relationship between local culture and the natural environment. But Krabi is far more than the beaches. Inland, a different world emerged. Dense forests covering rolling hills. Mangrove ecosystems support the diverse wildlife. Its hidden caves and reveal a geological wonder formed over thousands of years. National parks protect the large Asia nature habitat, allowing visitors to experience the landscape. One of the most fascinating locations is the Emerald Pool. Deepened within the tropical forest, mineral-rich water creates a natural swimming area of remarkable clarity. Sunlight filtering through the surrounding tree reflection across the surface, producing vivid shades of the green and blue. Nearby hot springs flow through the rocky channels, creating a natural pool where visitors can relax amid the sound of the jungle. This island environment demonstrates the Krabi appeal extends far beyond the coastline. Nature dominates every corner and provides the sea, however, remains central to the daily life. Fishing community continue traditional passes down through the generation. Colorful long-tail boat travel between the beaches and islands. Local market offer fresh seafood caught only hours earlier. The rhythm of the life remain connected to the tide, water, and seasonal pattern. This connection between people and environment has shaped the region for centuries. Today, tourism plays an increasingly important role in Krabi economy. Hotel, restaurant, and transportation network have expanded significantly. Yet many communities can continue to working to preserve the local culture and protect the ecosystem. Conservation programs focus on coral field, mangrove forest, and marine biodiversity. Environment awareness has become essential as the visitor number continues to grow. The challenge lies balancing economic opportunity seems as long as responsibility. In a world increasingly defined by speed and noise, Krabi offers something different: space, silence, perspective, peace, and a place where nature remains the dominant force, where mountain, forest, and ocean continue shaping the daily life, where the beauty exists not as tourist attraction, but is a fundamental part of the environment itself. Krabi is more than a destination. It is a reminder of the extraordinary landscape that defines southern Thailand, a province where cliffs rise from the sea, where hidden world bathe beyond shoreline, and where nature's world continue to inspire all who experience it. Part 8. Phi Phi Island, a chain of tropical islands surrounded by some of the clearest water in South Asia. For many travelers, this island represents the ultimate image of a paradise: turquoise lagoons, white sand beaches, towering limestone cliffs, and water to transparency. Both appear to float in mirror. Located between the Phuket and Krabi in the Andaman Sea, the Phi Phi Islands have become one of the Thailand's most iconic destinations. Yet their fame extended far beyond the country itself. Image one of these islands appeared in traveler magazine, film, documentary, and advertisements around the world. They have become a symbol of the tropical beauty, a place that seems almost too perfect to be real. Portugal consists of several islands, but the two most significant Phi Phi Dome and Phi Phi Le. Phi Phi Dome is the only permanently inhabited island. It is served as the center of the local life, tourism, transportation, and accommodation. Small villages line sections of the coastline. Long-tail boats fill the harbour. Restaurants, markets, and gazelles welcome visitors from every corner of the globe. Despite increasing the development, and Iceland still retains much of the nature's charm. There are no large highways, but many remain accessible only on foot by boat. The pace feels slower than the mountain city, surrounded by towering limestone cliffs rising hundreds of feet above the sea. The pace appears hidden from the outside world. Approaching by the boat feels like entering the second lagoon. The cliffs gradually part, the water becomes calmer, and suddenly a crescent of white and sand beaches beneath a backdrop of lush tropical vegetation. For centuries, Maya Bay remained relatively unknown, and then everything changed. In the year 2000, the bay gained international attention for the serving as filming location from the movie The Beach starring Leonardo DiCaprio. The film introduced millions of viewers to the stunning landscape. Almost overnight, Maya Bay became one of the most sought after destinations in Southeast Asia. Visitor numbers increased dramatically. Boats arrived daily, dreams of floating, but the popularity came with the consequence. The fragile ecosystem began showing the signs of stress. Coral reefs surrounded by damages. Marine habitat faced increasing pressure. Environment concerns grew more urgent each year. Eventually, authorities made a whole decision. Maya Bay was temporarily closed to allow nature recovery. For years, conservation efforts focused on restoring coral fields, protecting wildlife, and reducing environmental impact. The resource became an important aspect of sustainable tourism. Today, asset is carefully managed. Visitor numbers are controlled. Protective measures remain in place. The story of Maya Bay serves as a reminder that even most beautiful places require stewardship and responsibility. Beyond Maya Bay, the Phi Phi Islands contain the countless nature wonders: hidden cove, sea cave, and coral garden. Lagoon accessible and only narrow passage carved by century erosions. The surrounding water support the extraordinary diversity of marine life. Reef ecosystem create a vibrant underwater world that attract the diverse stalkers from around the globe. For many visitors, the true magic of Phi Phi exists beneath the water. Visit perpetually and often extend for remarkable distance. Sunlight penetrated into the sea, illuminating the coral structure and marine habitat with incredible clarity. Every dive reveals something new: a school of tropical fish, a reef shark moving gracefully through the open water, or perhaps a sea turtle feeding peacefully among the coral formation. Yet the island equally impressive from above. Several viewpoints overlook the surrounding landscape. Climbing these trails reward a visitor from with panoramic views unlike anything else in Iceland. From the summit, the emerald water stretches toward the horizon. Limestone and Iceland rise dramatically from the sea. A symbol of the resilience and recovery, a symbol of Thailand's remarkable coastal beauty. Few places on Earth combine dramatic geological and tropical water and ecological significance quite like the Phi Island. For travelers, they offer an unforgettable experience. For Thailand, they represent the most nation's greatest natural treasure. And for anyone fortunate that enough to witness from first hand, they remain a powerful reminder that some landscape truly extends beyond the imagination. Part 9. Thai Culture and Elephant. To understand Thailand, one must look beyond its city, beaches, and landmarks. One must understand its culture, because culture is the thread that connects every region in the country. It shapes daily life, influences tradition, and defines value. Across Thailand, culture is not confined to museums or historical sites, reflecting in family life and woven into the rhythm of the everyday experience. For more than 700 years, Buddhism has influenced nearly every aspect of the society. Throughout the country, temples serve as not only a place of worship but also as a center of learning and society connection. At sunrise, monks dressed in saffron robe walk quietly through the street collecting alms. Residents offer food and donation in art, generosity, and marking making and gratitude. These principles extend far beyond the religious parties. They influence the way people interact with one another. Visitors often notice the warmth and hospitality shown by the local community. The famous Thai smile is more than a stereotype. It reflects culture, traditional, and emphasizes harmony, kindness, and mutual respect. For centuries, traditional performance have preserved the myth, legend, and historical narrative. Classic Thai dance combine graceful movement with an elaborate exclamation and symbolic gesture. Each movement carries meaning. Every posture tells part of the story. The performance are both artistic and deeply cultural, connecting modern audience with a tradition passed down through the generation. As a result, elephant became closely connected to the national and national identity even today. Images of the elephant appear through the Thai culture. They are featured artwork, folklore, festival, and historical narrative. They represent strength, wisdom, loyalty, and resilience. However, the relationship between human and elephant has evolved significantly over time. As the Thailand modern the traditional roles once performed by elephant gradually diminished, logging industry declined, transportation method changes, urban development expanded, new challenges emerged regarding animal welfare and conservation. Today, many organizations work together elephant while promoting ethical treatment. Scenic to go throughout the country provide environment where rescue the elephant can live more naturally. Educational programs encourage responsible tourism and raise the awareness about conservation issues. These efforts reflect changing perspectives on the role elephant in modern society, rather than a viewing and solely as working animal. Increasing emphasis is placed on protection, respect, and long-term preservation. Thailand cultural identity is also celebrated through its festival, perhaps the most famous Songkran, the traditional Thai New Year. Every New Year, communities across the country participates in celebration combine religious custom with a joyful public gathering. Water plays a central role. People splash water on friends, family members, and strangers alike. The practice symbolizes purification, renewal, and washing away the past misfortune. What began as spiritual tradition has evolved into the world's most famous cultural celebration. Another important festival in Loy Krathong, held beneath the light of the full moon. Participants release small floating offerings onto the river, lake, and canoe. The illuminated Krathong drift gently across the water, each uncurling hope. The scene is both meaning and deeply meaningful. In northern Thailand, Yi Peng adds another dimension of the celebration, paper lantern to rise into the night sky. one after another, hundreds, sometimes thousands. Together, they create a breathtaking spectacle that has become one of the Thailand's most iconic cultural images. Yet, beyond the festival and ceremony, Thai culture is perhaps best understood through the everyday life, through the family gathering, through the shared meal, through the art and generosity. Modern Thailand continues to embrace the innovation, technology, and globalization. Cities expand, industries evolve, new generations adapt to changing circumstances. Yet culture traditional remain remarkably silences. Rather than disappearing, they continue to adapt alongside modern life. This ability to preserve heritage while embracing progress is one of Thailand's greatest strengths. It explains why the country feels both ancient and contemporary at the same time. A place where century-old temples stand beside a modern skyscraper, the traditional festival thrive in the digital age, and where the cultural identity remains a source of the pride of a million people. Conclusion: Thailand, a country that remarkable contrast, a place where ancient kingdom and modern city exist side by side, where the and now we are to understand between culture preservation and modern development. Among these symbiotes, none stand taller than the elephant, a creature that walked beside a nation through its history, a reminder that culture, like ceremony, continue to shape the future. Part 10. Conclusion. Thailand, a country of remarkable contrast, a place where ancient kingdom and modern city exist side by side, where scarlet temple overlook the bustling streets, where the mountain forests fill the plain and the tropical islands create a landscape of extraordinary diversity. Through the journey, we have traveled from the Asiatic Venice of Bangkok to the ancient ruins of the Ayutthaya, from the culture of herd of Chiang Mai to the artist landscape of the Chiang Mai, from the turquoise water of Phuket and Krabi to the breathtaking beautiful of Phi Island. Each destination reveals a different side of Thailand. Each region told its own story. And together, they form something much greater, a nation shaped by history, strengthened by resilience, and enriched by culture continue to thrive in the modern world. Thailand's greatest treasure is not found in its beaches, temple, or landmark alone. It is found in the connection between the people and place, in traditional passage from one generation to the next, in communities that preserve their heritage while embracing the future, in a world of possibility that welcomes visitors from around the globe. Across the country, Asian customs continue to coexist with the innovation and progress. Buddha temple remains center of spiritual life. Festival continue to unite the community. Families gather around meal and preparing for the receive that enduring for centuries. At the same time, modern city expand, industry evolve, and a new opportunities shape the future. This balance between the traditional and the transformation is what makes Thailand unique. It is a country that has past within being confined by it. A nation that continues to evolve while remarkably deeply connected in its roots. For travelers, Thailand offers more than a beautiful scenery. It is offered precisely. Every temple, market, mountain, and coastline reveals something about the country's identity. Every journey uncovers the story of culture, faith, creativity, and resilience. And every experience leaves a lasting impression. At the sunset of a Namma Sea and temple bell echoed through the distant valley, one truth becomes clear. Thailand is not defined by a single city, not by a single island, and not by a single tradition. It is defined by the harmony created and when all these elements come together. A harmony shaped by centuries of history, a harmony reflected in its people, and a harmony that continues to inspire millions of years. Thailand is more than a destination, it is an experience, a story, a culture, a journey, and long after the trip has ended, more memories remain, waiting for discovering one again, and until the next adventure.